What's poppin', family? Welcome to Rosedale Park. And I just wanted to tap in real quick. If you ain't subscribed, go ahead and tap that subscribe button, turn on them bell notifications, like, comment, do all that things. We get into 100 subscribers pretty soon. But I wanted to check in with y'all real quick and let y'all know about a crisis that really is affecting everybody, but in a different kind of way. Murders this summer have gone down in a lot of major cities, and that's a great thing. It's a great thing because a lot of the leadership in those cities, the governmental leadership, is giving kids and teenagers things to do, programs, camps, things that are constructive to fill the kids' time so they're not outside shooting each other. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube too, but they blowing each other down. And it's kind of sad that you turn on the news and these assailants are getting younger and younger. They having all kinds of guns that they see on COD, and they are carrying out missions and up in the sky. And that is something that is detrimental in more than a couple of ways. And I'll stick to the positives. Crime is down as far as some of the murder rate, and it should be celebrated. However, there is a missing element to teenagers that they're not really getting a chance to enjoy, and that is the element of dates for these teenagers. Now, they getting busy. They doing the nasty, they smashing, they upping the score in more ways than just violent acts. I mean, they giving it up and they getting it. You know, I thought we were bad when we were teenagers, but they just as bad. And we were bad, and the generation before was bad. They were having a lot of sex, is what I mean. They having a lot of sex. But they don't really know how to date. See, I learned how to date when I was about 13, 14 years old. My mom was dropping us off at the movies and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's because we lived a lot more outside than these kids, but I think that that's still possible. I mean, the movies ain't completely dying, and I still think it's a nostalgic thing to go to the movies. I digress. I'm saying the teenagers, the young, they don't really know where to take girls no more. One of the major date ideas that was pretty much foolproof was taking a joint to Six Flags. Now, I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. There's Six Flags. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. Six Flags over Texas is in Arlington. Probably about a 15, 20-minute drive. Six Flags over Texas back in the mid-2000s, early 2000s, for me, was perfect. Quick little story time. When I was about 15, me and my partner Rob, he had met this girl through his dad. His dad had introduced you to this girl. Now Rob came back, told me it's the summer, so we chill. I'm chilling at his house pretty much every day, or he at my crib. And he like, I met this girl. She cute. She nice. I was like, oh, okay, cool. You know, I done kicked it with her once or twice. She asked if I got a friend. Of course, I was always the friend, and if I wasn't around, my other homeboy D was always the friend. But you know, she was like, "Yeah, we wanna go out." So I was just like, "Well, I worked at Six Flags at the time, so I was like, bro, we just go to Six Flags. I can get in for free. I can get you in. Just slide in the back door with me. We ain't on no money. Then we can spend all the money in the park or whatever." He was like, "Cool." So Six Flags was the spot. Now, realize this is a time where Fright Fest had all the gangs, all the cliques, all the girls, everybody from Fort Worth, Arlington, Grand Prairie, sometimes even South Dallas. They pulling up at Six Flags just to see what's going on. It's Fright Fest time, and there's a whole bunch of teenagers there. I mean, like, it's popping. Like, it's popping. Like, you never know if a fight's going to break out or nothing. But Six Flags wasn't complaining because we out there spending the money on. Niggas is spending bread. You know, funnel cakes, lemonades, chicken tender boxes. We trying to win these girls, these little super big stuffed animals or Bugs Bunny or Wile E. Coyote, Tweety Bird, whatever. We out there, and so I never forget. We at the funnel cake stand, and we still got flip phones. So she hit him up like, "Where y'all at? We in here." They paid. So sad, but uh, we already there. We trying to get something to eat real quick. They show up. I never forget. I had my homeboy Rob. He had a black unit on. I don't know if it was a bomber. I think we both had black bomber jackets. Jordans or whatever, jeans, and like whatever style's out right now. That's the style that was out right back in into this baggy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of infuriating, but I guess I have to revert back. But anyway, we got our black units on. He like they pulled up. Now I'm thinking, my homeboy Rob, he pretty good. He known to put me on some nice stuff. A nice woman, nice girl. Pretty much since I've known him, we known each other since we were 7. So I'm expecting something cute. When I tell y'all boys that these two, now mind you, we 15, they 15. These two walked around the corner. They both got on all black. At that moment, at that time, they were the finest things we seen. One of them was kind of almond colored. That's the one Rob was with. Mine was light bright yellow. Green eyes. Like, they walked up, and I was like, nigga, that's them? And he like, yeah. Man, say, we met or whatever. I had the plug on the funnel cakes because I knew the girl that worked at the funnel cake stand. We got them funnel cakes. We chopping it up. After them funnel cakes got devoured, we had a time. And that whole time, we rode, we was there for about 3 hours. We rode maybe 5, 6 rides. Because maybe not even 5, maybe about 4 or 5 rides. Because the lines were so long. It's packed. It's Fright Fest. Everybody outside. Everybody want to show off their new Jordans. Everybody want to see what girls are going to be out there. We maybe rode 4 or 5 rides, honestly. But me and her, we going like slobbing each other down. Like me and Rob is just, we getting in line and then we done ran under the ride and we just, you would think it's Saved by the Bell way we making out around the park. I ain't lying to you. And at that time, we trying to, because we young, I'm young, so a time was had. But I also learned a valuable lesson. We walking around. I just met this girl. Not gonna say her name, but I just met this girl, bro. Pretty girl. My boy Rob with a pretty girl. We walking around. Now, mind you, I told you, all the cliques and the gangs or whatever, they up there. And they mobbing. I guess this dude had bumped her, right? He bumped her. She like, nigga, excuse you, right? He turned around. Woo, woo, woo. Talking back to her. Now, I'm nowhere. I think I'm trying to get something to drink or icy or something. I walk back over there. I see her arguing with the dudes. Rob standing with his girl. He like, hey, bro, go get her, bro. She been arguing with this dude for like 2-3 minutes. He like, da 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 da, bitch, get the on, woo woo woo. Excuse me. She say, nigga, you. I'll get my nigga to whoop your ass. Now immediately, I'm like, her boyfriend's here? I got some explaining to do. Like, you on a date with me. You been slobbing me down for like all of 2 hours, and your nigga here now. So I'm looking for where this nigga that's gonna fight all these niggas is gonna come from. Cause surely it ain't gonna be me. Bro, she go back, she turn around and look at me. And I'm like, Raggy? Nigga, she come up to me talking about, you just gonna let him talk to me any kind of way he want to? I said, I'm looking at her, but then I turned around. Did she say her nigga gonna whoop they ass? Cause she can't be talking about me. I just met you, baby. I don't know you. To be getting my ass stomped out. And mind you, it's just me and my boy. They about 12 deep. And this is when Agtown's fights was out. This was niggas was getting their ass whooped on DVD. There's no World Star yet. No shade. It's just you getting your ass whooped on a grainy ass cell phone. Bro, I said, can I talk to you real quick? I probably walked for 5 minutes without stopping. And I got her hand in hand. And I done walked around. She said, why you acting scary? I said, darling, I tell you no lie. We just met. You want me to get beat up for you? And I don't even know your last name. Long story short, she get pissed off. She tell my homeboy date, hey, we about to go. My mama outside. And I was like, cool. I called moms up and like, she probably was already out there. If not, she was close. I'm like, we about to go. I get a text, first cursing me out, talking about how I'm scary and she don't deal with scary niggas. You know, because, you know, the street niggas always gonna win. Bottom line is, I get that text. A week later, she hit me up, want to go back out. Because I stood 10 toes down. I don't know you. So we end up going out to the movies and we dated for a little bit. The fact of the matter is, those times at Six Flags Over Texas, where, especially during them holidays, Holiday in the Park, 4th of July, Fright Fest, like summertime, Hurricane Harbor, like, bro, like, it got like that, like, for real. And you meet all kinds of girls all over the Metroplex. It was like a meeting ground for like teenage puberty. And like anything you wanted to explore sexually with the opposite sex, your best chance to meeting somebody that could teach you something was there, bro. Six Flags was like really, I mean, it was just, man, it was the shit, bro. It was that, the stadium, Six Flags, the movies. Like, we had places to go when I was a teenager. Like, we could take girls, meet girls, all that. Not only is Six Flags might be closing and it's not the same, the movies ain't the same. The stadium is no longer existent. There ain't no more putt-putt. These niggas going everywhere shooting everybody. Like, y'all not even on the mission of seeing something cute and trying to holler at it. Because you rather send her a DM, but you out here with a shiesty and a 40 cal. Or a switch, Glock with a switch on it. Looking for niggas. You trying to spank something. You ain't trying to spank no ass. I'm not putting it all on the youth, because we ain't got them nowhere fun to go where they can be social, because they lack a lot of social skills, especially men and women. I learned, like I said, I learned how to date, how I know I'm going to pay for this, pay for that, and I learned boundaries of what I ain't going to pay for. They don't learn that. So a lot of them don't know how to date, or a lot of them spending too much. You spending $500 of your mama's money on this girl that don't even like you, but you don't know because you ain't got no social skills. Bottom line is, we telling them go outside, but I think we need to get them places to go. And that starts with us. Millennials, we got to start dating again legitimately, not just going to these fancy restaurants or lounges or doing these little, it's always get ready with me to go, we going here. Let's just do random fun shit again. Random fun shit again works. And then maybe the youngsters will look at them and be like, oh yeah, I can take a girl do this. I can afford this. I can do this. This cool. And give them social activities, not just educational activities, not just camps for sports, but social activities where they can learn how to be confident. Young men can be confident in they mouthpiece, because at the end of the day, conversation rule the nation. TMP is king. Time and proximity. The time you got with her in the space, right space with the right words, you'll surprise yourself. I always did. But yeah, we got to get back to opening some. Specifically, man, let's see if we can bring Six Flags back or something. Theme parks, you know, like not just Top Golf, but putt and bowling and all that stuff, so they can have somewhere to go and they can actually learn how to court a woman. You know what I'm saying? Social skills. But anyway, like I said, man, welcome to Rosedale Park. Episode coming soon. Make sure you subscribe. I'ma holla at y'all.